Welcome to GEC Viva live tour. Just want to say that GEC is one of the largest student communities in Vancouver. And today we're going to be touring our GEC Viva location. But right now we are about 3 minutes away from GEC Viva. We chose to start here because there are a lot of buildings and schools nearby. So we are hoping to show you a little bit of the neighborhood today. And bike coming. And I'm seeing a lot of different names and different people on the chat section. So it would be nice to know where you're from. Please let us know. And also we are going to be doing a Apple gift card draw from the chat section. So feel free to ask as many questions as you want, as you can. So when we do a draw, you'll get a lot more chances. Yeah, so we can start with what's around me right now. Like I said before, we are 3 minutes away from the GEC Viva location. And right across me, as we showed you a minute ago, there's UCW, which is University Canada West. And there are a lot of different schools in downtown, actually. So GEC Viva is one of the best places to stay with us if you are attending one of those schools. For example, UBC and SFU both have downtown campuses, and they are 10 to 15-minute walk away from GEC Viva. Vancouver Film School, VFS, has a downtown campus very close. What else? A lot of language schools actually have downtown campuses like ILSC, ILAC, Kaplan, I believe. They have downtown campuses and different colleges as well, like Sprout Shaw College and Greystone College. So yeah, if you are attending a school in Vancouver, 90% they're going to be located in downtown. So this is a very, very good place to stay because everything is in walking distance. And if you do talk a little bit more about what's around us right now, just repeating for those who are joining us, we are just 3 minutes away from the GEC Viva location. There's a London Drugs here where you can find most of your needs. And there is also a Fresh Street Market, which is a grocery store that has a lot of healthy foods. And all of our students choose to shop there. Actually, it's because it's pretty budget friendly. And I do want to say also, the Vancouver House building is right here. It is a very popular architecture, and it's very iconic, very famous in Vancouver. So a lot of people just come in to see the building. You're welcome to Google it. It has very nice photos. And over on that side is $1 million chandelier. We can try to show it to you. It's also quite popular. Apparently it costs the city quite a lot, but it's still there. No one is trying to steal it. It's funny. Other than that, yeah, that's about it for this section here. But over on the other side of that building, there are a lot of different restaurants, and we are very close to the Sunset Beach, which is at English Bay. I think about an 8-minute walk from our building. And I can talk a bit more about the attractions once we go inside our building. I do have a huge list, so I can just walk you through that. But yeah, that's about it for here. If you do have any questions, feel free to send them away. Other than that, I think we can just get walking and just go see the GEC Viva building. Okay. So like I said, it's going to be a 3-minute walk. We'll just go across the street and keep walking. And this is the Fresh Street Market that I mentioned before. It's very big. Sorry about the noise. It is the traffic hour right now because everyone is trying to get to work. So the streets are a little bit busy. I- 'Cause- 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 There's also a cute breakfast spot here where you can grab coffee. Yeah, we're just going to walk across here. Okay. There's a short path here that goes to Viva, so we're just taking that. And please let us know if any point you don't hear us well, so we can try to fix that issue. Because it's a windy day here. Okay, I need to mention that there's a little bit of construction going on that is near us, so that there will be a little bit of noise. But it is set to finish in a couple of weeks, so hopefully we'll be getting rid of it. So we are in the House Street and Drake Street connection right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and take a moment actually. So this here on our right is the GEC Viva building. And then on our left, which you can't really see, but it is 1 block away, is our GEC Granville building, which operates as a hotel. And currently we offer self-isolation packages. If you're traveling from another country, you're an international student, and you keep checking the requirements, but I do believe there's still some self-isolation requirements. So if you need to stay with us and self-isolate for 11 days, you're welcome to, and please feel free to ask the reservations team about the options when you inquire with us. Yeah, and what else is here? If you go down this way, also 1 block, there is a Tim Hortons. If you don't know what Tim Hortons is, it is a very popular coffee shop in Canada, and it is authentic to Canada. So it's a Canadian brand, and I think they have some stores in the US as well, but that's supposedly the best donut you can get in Canada. And over on that side is Freshie, where you can get healthy food, vegetables. Oh, we can actually cross, so we can just go over to our building. Yeah, just gonna mention again, Freshie is over on that side. You can order healthy lunches there. And if you walk that way to our entrance, I'm thinking that you can see the Starbucks over there, at least from their umbrella. We like to go there a lot and grab coffee at work. So we can just go into our building. Sorry, a lot of people trying to get to work. It's just the rush hour. We'll show you our building from outside, just really quick, as much as you can see. Yeah, and we can go right in. So we use a fob to enter the building, and you will get one of these if you live with us. See? This is our lobby area, and here you can see the security desk. So all of our offices are located in the first floor and the second floor. The first floor is usually management and us guys. And second floor is the reservations team. So we are on site from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And 5 p.m. onwards, usually security comes in, making sure about your safety. We do have an emergency line if you need assistance. But yeah, other than that, mostly we're around, and if not, security is here. Maybe before we go into the office, I'll just show you this other side of the entrance as well. Oh, me? I'm from Turkey. Where are you from? Yeah. So this is the other entrance here. There's a vending machine in case you get the midnight munchies, you want to come down and grab something. And over on that side is a seating area. And we do actually have sanitizers everywhere just to make sure about your safety. There's one here and all around the building, really. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So we're going to walk to the office now. Oh, and it's also good to mention we have 3 elevators. Granville GEC Viva has 17 floors. So having more elevators is very important, especially during rush hours. We have 3, so you won't have any trouble with that. Okay, welcome to the GEC office. Okay, we're just gonna go right to my desk. And I think I'm gonna take over from here and connect with you through my computer. That is because we actually had a room booked for this showing, but as of today, we are fully booked because we had a last minute emergency move in and we had to accommodate that person. So we're gonna do a virtual tour with you in which we are literally gonna walk through the rooms through my computer. So I'll meet you in a minute. Let me just set up. I don't think I'm gonna need this anymore. I don't think I'm gonna need this anymore. Oh, so many questions. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh, can you let me know if you can hear me okay? Just want to make sure about the connection. Okay, great. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Good. Okay, 1 second. Oh, yeah, before the tour, I think I want to talk about, I do want to compare GC with private apartments because in Vancouver, okay, here's
In Vancouver, we do know that you have the option to rent out a private apartment from one of the market rentals, but we say that with GEC, you get a lot more, and that is why. Over here. So with private apartments, with GEC, we are a reliable institution because we're recommended by 20 plus institutions and trusted by 6,000 tenants. And since 2015, we've had people stay with us from all over the world. So we do have high reliability. Whereas if you want to find an apartment from different websites, I know when I first moved into Vancouver, I almost got scammed. So with a lot of these ads, they ask you to just send them the rent right away or send a security deposit and things like that. And when you just move to Vancouver, you realize that apartment does not exist. So it is always good to move into a place that is reliable and connects with trusted institutions. At GEC, we offer furnitures and appliances, which I'm going to show you during the virtual tour as well. So even in the kitchen, we include pots, pans, cutlery, and things like that. And all of our suites are move-in ready. So they are fully furnished. You get a bed and you get a couch. Most rooms get TV. So you don't, if you're moving across countries, you don't really have to worry about carrying all of those appliances or buying new furniture, which is very cost effective in the long term. And in terms of utilities, so in case you don't know what utilities are, I will explain those to you. So for example, the money that you set aside for water, your water bill, your electricity bill, your Wi-Fi, all of these are called utilities here in Canada, and those are included with GEC. Whereas if you rent out a market rental, you will pay your rent, and on top of the rent, you have to be on top of the utilities. So you have to pay the electricity and water separately, and that actually adds up in the long run. And like I said, internet is included with GEC. You don't have to set up your own. You get free Wi-Fi here, and it is unlimited. We have on-site management in all of our buildings. At GEC Viva, it is usually us and the reservations teams because we are around all the time. And the other buildings, we also have caretakers that will help you with move in, move out, and receiving deliveries. And that is something that we do personally here for you. We also host, over here, we also host community events, which is something that I'm really excited about because we get to do this as the marketing team. And actually today we do have an event. So if you don't follow us on social media yet, I recommend you follow us at GEC Living on Instagram. And we are all over the place. We also have a YouTube channel. We're on Facebook, Twitter. So all you really need to do is Google us. But do follow us on Instagram because we have a really fun event coming up today at 4 p.m. Which is going to be hosted by our activities coordinator. She also stays in one of our buildings, and we are going to be playing the game called Mafia. It is a social deduction game, so it is sort of like a murder mystery type game. So it would be nice for you to meet the other residents and meet our activities coordinator. And if you have like any personal questions that you want to ask them, I'm sure they'd be happy to answer those as well. And lastly, something that is great about GEC, we have the minimum lease option. So if you would like to stay with us, you don't have to do a full year contract, whereas if you stay at a market rental, mostly they ask for you to sign a 1-year contract. So you can't just move out after a month or 6 months. Whereas with GEC, you can move out, you can just stay with us for a month or 2 months as much as needed, and you are able to move out when you want to. So we do offer short-term contracts and leases. And with market rentals, the total cost is about $2,500. It starts from $2,500, whereas GEC, our rates start a lot lower. So we have a lot of different options. If you have a lot less budget than most, you can do a shared, you can rent a shared room. If you have more budget, you can rent a private room. So we have a lot of different options that will suit your needs. And those options start from $2,150. And like I mentioned before, GEC is very close to a lot of different places in Vancouver. And your school, obviously, especially our downtown location. It is honestly the longest walking that you will have to do is probably 15 minutes. And there are SkyTrains very close to us as well. So also about 8 minutes from the Yaletown station, 15 minutes from the Granville station. So if you are attending a school that is connected on one of those SkyTrain lines, you are also welcome to stay at Viva because it's a very convenient location. Like I said, because it is located right in downtown Vancouver. Okay, we will pull this out here, sorry. Just give me a minute as I set up the virtual tour. So I'm hoping that you are actually seeing the GEC Viva Tower virtual walkthrough. You're right in front of our building, hopefully, yeah? Could you confirm? I think there's an okay, right? Okay. So we will start our virtual walkthrough. What to start? So as you can see, this is the front of our building. We are gonna enter the building through here. That is the entrance with the vending machine side that we just walked through there. You click here. We can see our elevators. And where do I want to take you first? Okay, I'm gonna take you to the 3-bedroom apartment actually. Let's go in here. So 403 is on the 4th floor. And the 3-bedroom apartment can actually accommodate a lot more people because we have 2 shared bedrooms and 1 private bedroom. So in total, if you decide to share those bedrooms, that is totally up to you. You can also stay as an individual. But if you decide to do full occupancy, then it's in total, it can accommodate 4 people. And these are the corridors, by the way. Okay, 403, welcome, welcome. So I'm just gonna turn the camera over here. So this is where we enter the room. And actually you can see here, we have maintenance in the building. So if you have any problems at all in your apartment, you just literally scan that QR code and connect with the maintenance. Gonna move on. So the first thing that we see is the kitchen. And we can see that we have a fridge here, an oven, a microwave. Is that a toaster? Yeah, that's a toaster. And there's a kettle and some appliances. You can see the knives there, funny. But in the drawers, actually, we have pots, pans, cutlery, plates, anything that you will need. It will be in the kitchen. Okay, moving further. We can see the living room here. We turn over here. These are the bedrooms, and over on the left side are the bathrooms, but I'm gonna show you the living room first. Okay, so the living room, you have a dinner table here. You can invite your friends easily and just share it with the people you share the apartment with. The one thing I love about all of our buildings, we have amazing view. Like this is such a great view of the downtown. You can just see right outside. And over here is a couch. And yeah, the living room is right next to the kitchen. And over on this section here, I'm gonna click. Yeah, in this wardrobe here, storage area, I guess we have washer and dryer. So if you click in here, you can see. And this is something that we offer in all of our suites. So in actually almost all market rentals, because I recently had to rent out a new place and I know that, you don't get washer and dryer in your unit. So usually if you rent a basement, which is around the same price range, you have to use your landlord's washer and dryer, or you would have to go and you would have to go to a physical store where you actually pay to get your clothing washed. So this is not something that we do here. It is great, and we have washer and dryer in suite, so within our units, and you're free to use them whenever you want. Okay, over on this side, I need to move in and show you. Okay, I need to move in and show you the bathrooms first, because this is how the virtual tour is oriented. Here is the first bathroom. You have a standing shower, toilet, and we have hair dryers in all of our rooms. It is very spacious. Let's move out of here, and I can show you this room first. So this is the private room. It has a Murphy bed here, and it also has a desk. Okay, we're gonna move out and see the other bathroom. Quite the same setting, really. Not much difference here. Another hair dryer. Toilet is here. And a standing shower. Very spacious. Gonna turn you over 360. Let me know if I'm too fast so I can slow down. And in the end, if you want to see one of the rooms again, you can just write on the chat and I can show you that again as well. Just gonna click here, go to the second room. Yeah, and that is a shared room. Okay, so we have a bunk bed here. And also it is good to mention, you can see that the bunk bed, like in the bottom one says A, and in the top one says B, right? So if you are sharing a room at GEC Viva, we do what is necessary. And for example, if you have a kitchen, like we will divide the fridge and put in like A, B, C for you. So you have a section private to yourself, so you don't really have to worry about your personal things. And that is a system that we developed over the years. Really nice view in this room too. And since this room accommodates 2 people, there are 2 desks. So one over here. Let's click here and see if I can show you on the side. And the other desk. Where are you? Nice view, okay? And the second desk is here. Okay, just gonna move out of this room now. One second, I'm kind of stuck here, maybe here. Good, okay. We got out. And sorry, I'm making you guys really busy, I know. So we visited this private room here, and we visited the shared room here. And the last room we're gonna see is over on that side. So across those two rooms, right? So another shared room. But like I said before, these rooms are, well, these rooms can accommodate two people, but they don't have to. So you're welcome to use this room for one person. And we actually have smart furniture in all of our buildings, so I'm sure that we'd be able to help you with the bunk bed and just rearrange it for you a little bit. So like I said, we have a bunk bed that accommodates up to two people, can be one, and two desks as well. And we've already seen a lot of the views, so I'm not gonna, well, you know what, let me click here so we can see the room from the other side. Here we go. It is very spacious. And in all of the rooms, you get some closet space, so don't worry about that if you don't see it right now. Let me figure out how to get out of here. I think I'm gonna have to click here first. And get out. Good. And I think I missed this closet space here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we have some closet space here as well. And as you can see, we provide an ironing board for you. And some of our units also have like vacuums and whatnot, like cleaning supplies. So you're able to borrow those as well. I think that's about it for this room. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you want to see in like any specific spot, feel free to let me know so we can go over it here while we're in this room. I'm gonna have a look at the chat and see. Okay, I think our marketing team has been answering questions, so no problems. Just let me know if you want to see any of the rooms or any of the apartments again. Okay, let's move on. Ooh, and I'm gonna mention pricing. So the shared bedrooms that we've just seen, those are $1,200 per bed. So they can be shared, they can be for one person, but $1,200 per bed. And the private bedroom, this one, the one with the Murphy bed I showed you before, that one is $1,500 per bed. So I'm gonna quickly, unless there are other questions, I'm gonna quickly move us to the 1 bedroom plus then apartment. So we're seeing a 3rd floor apartment, 305. So this apartment can be rented out as a whole, or you can share it if you're a student. So what's good with this apartment that it is really good for families because it is 1 bedroom plus den. But if we have shared bedrooms and if we rent out shared bedrooms, we only rent out shared bedrooms to students and shared apartments to students. So you don't have to worry about your safety. There's not going to be some random person in your room. So yeah, we came in to this apartment through this door. Over on this side, there's some closet space, probably for your coats and your shoes. This is the entry. Gonna click here. And like all of our other rooms, this is fully furnished. So you do not have to worry about furnishing this place and you will save a couple $1,000 to be fair. Yeah, over on this side, there is a study desk. And some closet space here. And if we click here, we can just see the bathroom close to the entry. Just like the other apartment that I showed you, this one has a hair dryer. We provide that. The toilet is here and a standing shower. This apartment actually has two bathrooms as well. Just let me know if I'm going too fast at any point. Let me know if you want to see something specific. So we are moving on to the inside of the apartment. Over here is the living room space and the kitchen. So let me start with the kitchen first. Okay. So this closet space here is actually for the washer and dryer. I don't think there's a clickable feature here, so you can't see. But like I said, guaranteed, we have washer and dryer in suite in all of our apartments. No worries about that at all. And here is the kitchen, double sink, beautiful. So we provide a fridge for you, like the other apartments. If I click here, we have a stovetop, an oven here, a microwave, basic appliances, toaster, coffee maker. I think it's a huge bonus, honestly. Kettle is here. And like I said, we provide pots and pans for you to cook. We provide cutlery, plates, cups, anything that you'll need in the kitchen, really. Yeah, and they're all located inside the, inside the cupboards here. Moving on to the living room. This couch is huge. Sure, it can accommodate 4 people. Really nice view. And nice TV. Totally. Let me try to show the view to you guys. Pretty. I love how we have very large windows. It just makes the space feel even more spacious than it already is. Okay, we've seen the kitchen, we've seen the living room. Oops, sorry, I'm gonna get out of here. Let me show you the shared bedroom over on the side. Well, actually, it's called a den. And actually, let me explain the den concept, because I think in a lot of the countries abroad that does not really exist. I mean, it didn't in Turkey. So a den is literally like, it is not as big as a bedroom, supposedly. So they call it half a room, really. But I don't know why we call this one a den, because it is pretty big. So here is your study desk. Another desk here. Your bed, it's a twin bed. Oh, and this room actually is built based on our sectioned concept. We have the sectioned rooms actually for most of our students who would like to share bedrooms. share apartments. I'll just show you what I mean here. Let me know if I can't explain it well. So this is called a section room because if you see up top, if you can follow my cursor, there isn't a full wall, but it is a room. So we call it sections, basically. To be able to call it a room, you would have to have a full wall. But yeah, that's something that we accommodate in some of our shared rooms. And actually, this section concept is very popular for the students who do our roommate matching program, who apply for the program. And that maybe I can talk about after we finish this tour and will be a one-on-one. So over on this side here is the master bedroom. Sorry, 1 second. So it has a large queen bed here. The same beautiful view of downtown Vancouver. Over on this side, you have some drawers. Oops, sorry. Why did it keep doing that? Yeah, over on this side, it has some drawers. And here, this one is the closet space. And this other door here is the private bathroom for the master bedroom. So I'm gonna click here. What? Okay, I guess I need to go out to show you. Oh no, it's open, good. So yeah, here is the private bathroom. Have a toilet, same concept, hair dryers in all of the rooms. We have a standing shower. Yeah, and you can, there's another door here. So you can enter this bathroom through the master bedroom, or you can just enter it through the living room area. So let's get out of here. Okay, good. Yeah, I think that's all about the space here. Yeah, good. So we talked about the 1-bedroom plus 10 apartment, and then we talked about the 3-bedroom apartment together. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now, actually, just because I don't want to make you dizzy. Give me a second here. I can't see the meeting control. Oh, why? Like, oh no, it's here. Sorry. Okay. I'll share. Good, finally. Move this down. Yeah. I'm gonna pull the chat up here. Sorry, I'm just arranging my screen here, guys. Okay, good. So we talked about, we first visited the Viva shared bedroom, which we first visited the 3-bedroom apartment, sorry. And in that 3-bedroom apartment, there was a shared bedroom. There were 2 shared bedrooms actually. And those can accommodate up to 2 people, can also accommodate 1 person if you want. So that is totally up to you if you want to share that room or if you want to have a private room. And in that 3-bedroom apartment, if you would like to share, if you would like to rent a shared bedroom, that is 1,200 Canadian dollars. And for the private bedroom in the same 3-bedroom apartment, if you would like to rent a private bedroom, that is $1,500 Canadian dollars. And that is from a 4-month stay period. So with GEC, if you book for long-term, if you book 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, it gets cheaper. But if you book for a month, it'll be slightly more expensive. And for that last apartment that we visited, it is a 1-bedroom plus den apartment. It is very spacious. And I said that it is good for families, but if you would like to rent it out with fellow students as well, it accommodates up to 3 people. And it is a 3,000 Canadian dollars cost for the whole unit, not for a bed or for a room, for the whole unit. And that is that starts from 4 months as well. So $3,000 is a 4-month price or more. If you rent out for more, the price can get cheaper. But again, if you rent out for short term, like a month, it will get slightly more expensive. And same as all of our GC residences, our rates include furniture, utilities, Wi-Fi, all of our amenities, maintenance, and free events. And I'm seeing a question here. If a student wants to book a shared 2-bedroom for a year, will the price still be the same? I want to say that's something that you want to talk to reservations team. Because if you book for a year, I would say that it will be slightly cheaper. So it is always good to book for long term. And we will include the reservations team's email in the chat, and we also have it in our social media, so feel free to ask for that. It is reservations@gecliving.com. And you're also welcome to go to our website, gecliving.com, and click book now. And that's how you inquire with us. Through the book now link, you can also indicate like how long you're staying, or if you want a shared room, private room, and things like that. So we can give you an accurate rate. But yeah, if you book long term, it will be cheaper. No problem. We have another question. If I rent for more than 4 months, how much is the private room? Okay, and someone else asked that too. So it will be cheaper, like I said, but I am in the marketing team and I do not manage the prices, sadly. So that is something that you would like to, you should be talking to the reservations teams about. So like I said, reservations@gecliving.com, and also gecliving.com, our official website, and click on the book now link. So just indicate every detail that you can find, like indicate your school, the length of your stay, and things like that. And that way they can provide accurate information for you. And they usually get back to you within 24 hours. So you will receive an email and they'll explain how much everything's gonna cost. Okay, if I see something else, I'll keep answering the questions. So please feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking. Oh yeah, and I actually didn't mention our amenities, I think. At GEC Viva, we have a gym upstairs, so it is free for you to use. And most apartments in Vancouver, you would have to actually go to a gym here. And I think gyms in Vancouver cost around like $70 approximately. So I think it is a huge plus that GC has a gym. And due to COVID, we do work with a booking system in the gym right now. So you sign up online and then you go for an hour. But I think we're gonna have some changes to that because the COVID restrictions are loosening. Okay. Okay. Another question. Ooh, a lot more questions. Okay, I'll answer Justine first. Is the gym membership free? Yes, it is free. You don't actually have a membership. When you rent with us, it is automatically free for you. So yeah, during COVID, if you book online, you can just go and use the gym. And I think we're gonna have changes to that system soon, so you will be able to go anytime you want. You have another question. May I please have more details on that apartment? Whole private unit costs $3,000, and that private unit can be shared by 3 people. Correct. So you totally got it right. So the whole unit, not just a single room, the whole unit is 3,000. Is there any private full unit available in Viva or Pearson? So right now, Viva is at like 95% occupancy. It's fully booked-ish. So, but the good thing is that people always move in and move out, right? So depending on the date that you want to move in, I'm sure that we'll be able to accommodate a private apartment. Pearson is also at a high occupancy, but I do believe we have one or two in there that you might be able to book. But like I said, we always have huge turnover. So people check in, check out all the time. So again, like I feel like I keep giving the same answer, but email the reservations team and find out about the current apartments that are available, and make sure you indicate your move-in and move-out dates so they can find the right room for you, the right apartment for you. Okay, and I think one thing I didn't mention also, the Viva building has air conditioning. So you don't have to worry because it gets quite hot over the summer in Vancouver. No problem. Keep asking questions. It's always good for me to explain these things to you so you don't have any surprises when you come in, right? So keep asking questions. What else? I should mention about the nearby attractions too, because we're in downtown and literally everything is right under your feet. So the Granville Entertainment District is a 5-minute walk away, which you can find a lot of different shops. Like there's Urban Outfitters, Brandy Melville, H&M, Old Navy. If you don't know some of these brands, they're pretty popular here in Canada. Vancouver Art Gallery is 5 minutes away. Beach Avenue, which is English Bay, it's only a 5-minute walk. And for Yaletown, which is a district that is very popular with restaurants, bars, it is more of a social spot for most of our students. That is a 10-minute walk. I have a question. Is Viva nearer to the beach or Pearson? Definitely Viva. Yeah, Viva is right next to English Bay. Also very close to Kitsilano Beach, Stanley Park. So a ton of beaches around here. For Pearson, no, there are no beaches around. But it is also in a very, very popular spot. So it is very close to Richmond. So definitely check out some details on Pearson as well. You can check out our website and find out more about that. And for Viva, again, we are a 20-minute walk to Stanley Park, a lot shorter of a ride with the bus. And we are a 15-minute walk to Granville Island. It's actually such a cool place. And you can get there with the Aqua bus as well. Vancouver has a bus system that is, it's kind of like a small ferry, really. We have another question. So how does the accommodation of roommate works? Okay, that's a good question. Thank you. So we have a program called Roommate Matching Program. And with that, you can apply to our website as well, gecliving.com. And we have a form in there that asks you about the school that you attend and the length of your stay with us or the length of your term in that school. So we make sure that you are matched with a person who is going to the same institution, which is always nice, I think, because I mean, you can talk about classes, maybe you can use the same transportation, it's always nice. And we make sure that you stay around the same length of time so that you can actually, so you don't have to keep changing roommates. And we ask you questions like, oh, what time do you like to wake up? Or what are your hobbies? Are you more of a social person, or you like your private space more? So these things are always good to know, and we try to match you with a person that has same habits and interests, at least similar. So I think with that being said, you have a more comfortable stay that way. Let's see what else. Okay, there's a question that was already answered. Cool. Yeah, let me know. Oh, okay. There's a question. Can you show the location of heating and cooling in the apartment? I'm not sure if we can see it in the virtual tour. I can, you know what, if you actually want to look at that, do email us or message us on social media, because the virtual tour that I walked you guys through, I am going to send you guys that link, as well as the pricing sheet as well. So just email us at hello@gecliving.com, and we will send you those information. And if there are any specific questions, like you want to see where the heating is, I'm sure when one of our apartments are available, we can go and take a photo, or we can try to capture it on the virtual video. But yeah, it might just be difficult to try and find it right now. Please email us and I'll help you with that. Oh, also, I'm seeing some people are giving us their email for us to contact them, but it is going to be difficult for us to contact each and every one of you individually. So please email us yourself. Either email the reservations email, hello@GEC email, or email, or just go to our website and click book now. And if you indicate your arrival date and you indicate what kind of room you want to rent, we are able to help you that way. It's just going to be difficult for us to look through the chat, try to find that individual email and email them. So just please email us yourself. Thank you. Okay, so we have quite a lot of questions, and unfortunately our time is actually up. So thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for joining our virtual tour. It was really nice to be your host today. I'm just realizing I didn't mention my name. So my name is Hazal. If you have any questions, feel free. Our marketing team is closely monitoring our social media, so feel free to connect with us there. And also don't forget about the event that we have today at 4 p.m. PST, Vancouver time. We're going to be playing a really fun game on Zoom, so you can meet your fellow residents and you can probably ask them some questions as well. So really looking forward to welcoming you at GEC Viva in the future. It was really nice to meet with you guys, and hopefully we'll see you soon. We have another tour for Marine Gateway, so feel free to book that one on our Eventbrite page as well. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much. Bye.